Right, it's time for Joining Us Interactive. My pizza Civic is here. Hello, Max.
Hi, Izzy, how are you?
I'm well.
You know how to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We are Joy News on TV. Our WhatsApp number is 055-815-7074. Now, hashtag AskNADAA has been the hashtag for the day on Twitter. The hashtag simply means Ask Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now, social media users are taking it to the Twitter streets to ask the president just one question. Questions about the kidnapped Takoradi girls, vigilantism, corruption in the country. But some social media users had a few questions for the Vice President Baumea, like, why are you so quiet about the CD? Come answer your 170 questions. Is this what you meant by building a better economy? Now, let's go to the streets of Accra. And if you had the opportunity to ask the president one question, what would it be?
Okay, everybody sees the presidency to be sort of a salvation seat. Does the president believe so? And if he does he think he can save the country? And how?
I would love to ask the president what he has for us in the next 5 to 10 years concerning the free SHS, free education system. Yeah.
Why is it that the Ghanaian education system is very poor as compared to other countries? Because as I'm standing here right now, I'm in level 100. As I've been in this institution, we are much based on the theoretical aspects, and we have forgone with the practical.
When is vigilantism going to stop in Ghana? Because, you know, Ghana is regarded to be one of the most peaceful countries in the world, so it's our peace that is guiding us. So without the peace, Ghana is nothing.
Why should we celebrate independence? Because certain things going on in Ghana doesn't show that we've gotten that independence that we want. So I'll just maybe ask him, why is it that we say we have independence, but then still there are some societies and some regions that so many things are happening that it's being told, but then nothing is really done about it. So
I would like to ask him about security in terms of transportation.
You can see what people have been saying. Izzy, I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I won't put you on the spot. Or should I?
Well, I have lots of questions, but I'll leave them all and ask why I don't have the size 34 bucket anymore.
All right, let's go to Facebook.
You know that size 34 bucket?
I saw it on your Facebook page.
Yeah. It's going, wow, people just love it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Facebook and see what people are saying. Bob Ampofu says, Mr. President, focused on your dream. You have already taken lead. God bless you. Okay, and this Ellen Nature is asking, but Bob, is this one to a question? But let's go to Abdul Rafiq, who says, Mr. President, with all due respect, please, when will you be a president for all Ghanaians and not party members?
And then Wayo John says, I will respectfully ask him, where is a better life he promised teachers and the newly trained teachers? Fidelis Abaglum says, can he promise the good people of Ghana he has not flawed our security? Emmanuel says, I'll reserve my question to ask the next honest incoming leader. Kwame Leslie says, Mr. President, total decentralization is what would create development in all parts of Ghana, which would make your tenure a successful one. A Champong says, is only small village like Ghana where you will have... okay, let's move on. Xavier says, Rawlings came with black hair and left with grey. Kufuor came with black and left with grey. Atamils came with black and left with grey. Mahama came with black and left with grey. Mr. President, you came with Sakura. What are you going to go with?
All right.
Jadu says, do you know your problem of Ghana? Okay. Koji says, what are you doing to arrest the dollar? Ahmed says, I will ask him to reduce his size of government because it seems to be the largest in the world. And Jay Song says, I will ask him, please, Mr. President, be frank with me. Do you think you can make it to heaven with the lies you tell the way you're ruling Ghana?
You can also check out that trend on Twitter. It's hashtag AskNADAA. Now, President was to give answers to the questions. That's why that post was on social media. But the West African Examination Council is considering varying items in multiple choice tests in the West Africa Senior School Certificate Examination. According to the Examinations Board, the intention is to create a situation where options for multiple choice tests in subjects during the Oase could vary in terms of their positioning. Now, do you think this would curb examination malpractices?
I think it will really help and to curb examination malpractice in Ghana. Yes.
So give me that example you're telling me.
Yeah, but in the long run, I doubt if it will really work in Africa, because doing that, there's a fear that, okay, my exam paper might get mixed up and my name might appear in someone else's, I don't know, but there might be a mix-up with the examination paper. So I don't really think it can happen. But if it does, I think it will go a long way to curb examination malpractice. Thank you.
Well, I think it's a good idea because it would stop the examination malpractices. For example, one of our lecturers did the same thing to us. She changed the questions and then the answers, so it kind of confused us, and it's very hard for you to ask someone, "Oh, please help me," and it causes a lot of confusion. It makes you have this intention that I have to do it on my own, because if I ask, I'm going to fail.
Well, I don't really think it's necessary, because looking at our education system, it looks like, you see, SHS students go through school for 3 years, and it's like in the 3 years, all other activities or examinations they write don't count in their end of assessment. So I think that it's not necessary, because students will go the extra mile just to pass. And
sometimes WAEC can be complaining about examination malpractices, and I think this idea is a great idea to stop, because in an examination room where the question numbers are changed and your answer might differ from someone's answer, and there will be no need of you asking, because you know definitely the answer you choose for A, that question number one, the question is changed for your partner, so you'll be actually doing the wrong answer. And with the knowledge of the students, knowing that this is what is going on, they know that definitely if they ask, they are going to get it wrong, and no students want to get his or her answer wrong, so that to stop them from copying in the examination room. Thank you.
Let's go to our Facebook page and see what you've been saying. But remember to send us a WhatsApp message on 055-815-7074. And our Facebook page is Joy News on TV. We'll start with this comment.
Amonu says, "These holds that leak papers and fraudulent making of certificates and all these unnecessary confusion to students on the paper. Besides, think of reviewing the D7, keeping many home for no reasonable reasons." Jabril says, Edu Isaac says, "My problem is the D7 that the tertiary institutions do not consider. What we need is changes in our curriculum, not A1 to C6. We have professors, PhD holders, master's degree holders, etc. But the problems of the nation increase here and there. We have privatized all the state-owned institutions. So how does the nation benefit from this A1 to C6 curriculum?" Elom Richmond says, "I only had D7 in science. No school is ready to pick me." Hey, Ghana, our leaders, most of them don't think, what is the Minister of Education during his officer, he has to be sacked because we are not seeing his work as a nation. Elom, your statement is suspect.
I think he's saying the minister, what is the minister doing in his office?
Yeah, but what I'm seeing is Minister of Education during his officer.
I mean, it's Facebook, it's social media. People make mistakes. He was probably so angry.
Oh, that's what see, it is these mistakes that end up on the exam paper. Nana Reku says, "If our leaders think getting D7 and E8 mean nothing, why don't they end it at C6? That's from C6, then F9, because D7 and E8 are passed. Tertiary institutions say they mean fail to them." What kind of country is this? And then Nana says, "Good move." Ayuba says, "We were doing it at UDS during my undergrad days. It was very effective. You just forget everybody when you are in the exam hall. If you're lucky, it will tell you before the exams, else zeros and single numbers are waiting."
That will be all for Joy News Interactive with myself, Mapita CBD. Join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV. Our WhatsApp number is 055-815-7074.